In this tutorial, we're going to talk about an athlete that has an incomplete profile. This is after you have accessed your coach's portal and verified that the athlete is not cleared to play and is currently missing a document or an item in order to receive clearance. So we will use the same login information as we did in our previous tutorial on verifying an athlete's clearance status. You will use my email address, mamartinez@capousd.org, and you will use the password physicals. 4. Physicals with an S and the number 4. You will log in. You are going to access your athlete's database again. You will hit athlete. In this case, we are going to use an athlete who is not cleared to participate currently. We will use David Aguino as an example. You will see that it is already highlighted. You will hit update. First thing we'll go to is the required field. This will give you information on everything that is required and whether or not all the required fields have been completed. So you'll see with this athlete, his athlete record status is incomplete. He has also not completed a medical history record. If he had completed his medical history record, you would see a date and complete for status. We would show incomplete, and it will give us a list down here of all the fields that are not completed. So we know this athlete's profile is empty. We can also click on history here. If there is a medical history, although the medical history status does not show complete, you can click on show incomplete and it will tell you what information in their medical history that is missing. This athlete currently has not started a medical history, so there is no history date to select. We're going to return to our general tab. If we are unsure what fields are missing, the athlete might have missed one, we can go through each individual tab and just verify that each field marked with the red asterisk has been completed. This athlete did complete the initial portion, but we see that he hasn't selected a sport. So he must select a sport. Here's the red asterisk. He must select a sport. In order for each coach to view or have access to an athlete's profile, the athlete must select a sport. We can verify that the address has not been completed. There is no emergency information. Insurance information has not been completed. Basic medical history and medical alerts has not been completed. Paperwork, we do not have a pre-participation physical currently entered, or one has not been reviewed. The attachments, which are his online forms and must be signed by his parent, have not been completed. There is no signed by name of a parent, and the status shows that he has not started the forms. If you want to view the notes to verify that I have not entered any specific notes for anything that is missing for this athlete, you can use the Notes tab. Once the athlete has completed all this information, you can click on Required, and the status of the athlete record should be completed at that point once all fields have been completed. You can click OK once you have done that. This will also give you a list of all the information that has not been completed in the athlete's profile before you leave the individual athlete's profile. You can click OK, and if you have another athlete, you can enter the athlete's information here or their name. A drop-down list will show all athletes with this similar name. Click on the next athlete, and you can continue to verify athletes for your sport.